Hello, this is Ute Lambrecht. Today I want to share two insights I've had over the last few weeks around my transition between living in a not very free space and moving towards my vision, which is that I'll be financially free and free to express who I am. So during this journey, I had to start working again to support me financially. And that built up quite a bit of resentment in me. So this resentment is possibly justified, but I'm the one feeling it. And you know what? No one gives a damn, right? And so I'm the one who can also make that change of feeling something else and not letting the resentment permeate throughout my life. So I decided to create a ritual where I looked for words that described how I want to feel and be whilst I'm at work. And so I came up with these 8 words, and they are humor, and yes, that's the spelling of the country I'm in, and commitment, and I wanted to inspire people and be inspired. I wanted to have a sense of curiosity and clarity. So these were all the words that I found were really feeling into the way I wanted to be at the company. And to honor the company, I decided to choose their branding colors to create these beautiful little cards. And I put in some flowers because that's a bit of a quirky little thing about me, and I put these up around my work desk. So I only did this a week ago, and I'm starting to see the impact of this because I can immediately lift myself every time I feel a bit down just by looking at these words. So this has been really a great way for me to lift my vibration, as you want to call it, to a more happier place, because that's where I want to be. The second insight I had was around fulfilling my needs. Now, if you are a white, male, extroverted, I'm going to manifest my life out there, you must probably feel quite comfortable in this world. And if you're not, then you tend to have these needs that are unfulfilled. And I used to think that these needs that I have are a weakness. So I've always pushed them aside, and I became this go-getter and make things happen in my life, even though I've always felt overwhelmed with that. So I'm really sensing that since I've asked the universe to deliver this vision to me in a way that feels good to me, my needs need to be fulfilled. And so one of my needs is to be asked, is to respond to an opportunity, is to be chosen, is to be invited before I step out. And that's a need of mine. And I'm now fully owning that. And what I've noticed is that since I've acknowledged this and accepted this as who I am and not as a weakness, I've noticed that the way the universe is showing up, the vision, the path, the journey for me is in my way of being invited. So an example was that I mentioned that the next step for me would be to get a voice coach. Now I feel totally out of my depth with that because I really have no idea what that even means. And so after my last video, I was approached by someone who painted a vision which was just so amazing. And it felt like she was inviting me to step into that vision. And I felt, wow, I could really respond to that. And that's why it felt so good. So I'm really exploring this, and I realize that my vision of wanting things to be done in a way that things feel good for me includes my needs being met. And I really hope you can take something from that and look at all your areas where you have needs which are not normally acceptable in the, as I said, white male extrovert manifesting type of universe, world we're living in, and accept them and look at the gift in that. So I think the gift of being someone who waits for an invitation is that I love to hand over control to the universe. It's actually, my gosh, if I could totally do that, it is so freeing for me, and to be so totally in that trust. So that's the gift, and that's the insight I had. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I look forward to connecting with you again. Bye-bye.